Hello and welcome. So I am going to take a look at the Times quick cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Saturday the 20th of September 2025, and our setter is ASP. Now ASP is kind of one of the harder setters really. We've only had 6 puzzles from them this year. 3 of those puzzles have been 26 minutes, 32 and 37 minutes, and then the other 3 have been quite nice. Well, I say relatively nice at 13, 14 and 17 minutes. That's still those quicker ones are about my average. They're not super fast. He's very detailed, as I recall, in his wordings, and the irony is that actually I believe ASP is the crossword editor, so he edits everybody else's puzzles as well as his own. And he has apparently asked all the setters to tone their puzzles down a bit, but whether he has actually done his, I'm not sure. So anyway, enough of my chat. I'm going to reset the timer. Where's the reset? There it is, reset puzzle, and crack on. Idly, I cut off ability to think clearly. Feels like that ought to be an anagram, or an able ability. No. Assist Elizabeth to some extent is to. Is that a hidden word? Tellis? To some extent feels like it should be a hidden word. I can't see what it is. Assist. Elizabeth. No. Horrible to leave me filled with regrets. I assume there's a ruse in there, something horrible, gruesome. Ruse. Go me. Okay, go me. Band University Club making a comeback. Brilliant. Band University Club making a comeback. So you think that's a U on the end of making a comeback. You club. Batu. Don't know. Show disapproval. It set back everyone playing. Everyone you thought would be an owl. All show disapproval. Boo. It. Setback will be TI. All doesn't really work, does it? Uncouth learner is hard to keep. That's probably an ish, isn't it? Uncouth, loutish. To keep out, yeah, loutish. Didn't read the whole clue. Put right tune on Queen. Record. Put right is to tune on the end of Queen. Put right is to alter or something, or amend, isn't it? But I can't see what that is at the moment. Neglect to illegally copy contract in the end. Neglect to illegally copy. Well, there's 2 Y's. Contract in the end. T. Neglect is to illegally copy is to. Can't remember what it is. Bootleg, but that doesn't work. Okay, idle act mangled. Surely that's going to be a 7-letter anagram of speech, which would be tactile. I'll come back to that as well. Fashionable is out, isn't it? Outdo. Cap, yeah, cap is to outdo something, I suppose. Wickedness, as it happened, is returning, is live, is evil. Complaint by senior teacher. That's head, isn't it? Lacking in headache, I suppose. Lacking in empathy. I think that's headache, but I'm not sure why. Lacking in empathy. Don't see that bit. Not sure about it. Or is it sore head? Maybe in some way. I don't know. Herb dip to go with last of mise. So that's herb. Sage. Sag, I suppose. Yeah, sag for sage. Seems reasonable. Lock up mischievous child with wrong irons. Lock up. So imp. Prison. Okay, well that's pretty good, isn't it? There's quite a lot of stuff down there, at least. Less serious match. Less serious, so that's going to be an error, probably an ER word, isn't it? Match. Can't think what that is. Nobleman is important briefly. Nobleman. Duke. Duke is important briefly. Peer. Count. I think that's count, not sure, take the N out. Passed round whiskey for one feeling down. Passed round, could be an anagram. Passed whiskey would be a W, wouldn't it? For one feeling down would be, I'm not sure. Acrobat, tumble. Scratching bottom in awkward fall, yeah, tumble. Excuse me. Reporters is probably a sound like, I think, but might be ed or press. Revealing attitude. Revealing. Come into contact with tip of trident. Touch. Yeah, T-ouch. Not working. Something out of order, isn't that one? I can just see that from the letters. Disorganised, unacceptable. Is that how disorganised? I don't know. I'm going to go with it. Quietly put down orchestra's performance. Putting down, sorry. P-laying, I suppose. Fair enough. What's over here? Dungeon or something? Trampled rodent. Okay, anagram. Running around bottom of bed. Trampled rodent. Trodden. That seems okay. Type of power, harnessing a river current, is a stream, I think. Type of power stream, I think so. Compulsion to review, to remove uniform clothing, dress, undress. I think that's undress because that was a D, wasn't it? Yeah, dialect is the word. I'm going to go with that being dress. Not entirely sure about it, but to remove uniform, duress. Okay, yes. Let's try and spell that correctly. Dialect. Dunk. Implements, tax, terms, officials offered. What's that? T-O-O. Tools. Headache's not right then. And actually that looks very wrong, isn't it? Tools. Which makes that head. Strong head. Complaint my senior teacher. Complaint head cold. Cold is lacking empathy, isn't it? Okay, that seems good on the bottom half. The top bit. Oh, there's a U. There was a university. Taboo, I think that is. Band. Taboo spelled that way. Assist Elizabeth. I bet. There it is. There's a hidden word in there. Fair enough. Reporters. Revealing attitude is not sure. Going to have a bit of a problem there. Revealing. Bearish. Neglect to copy. Illegally copy. Contract in the end. There's a T for contract. Neglect is to forget. Forge, yeah, forgets now. That's an ing. Beating, reporters revealing, bearing, revealing, bearing as in B-A, whatever. This up here, idly I cut off. I did think that was an anagram. I think idly I cut. Ability to think clearly is to. You'd think that's a T-Y. Oh. This one here, I don't know if it's count knife certain. Passed around whiskey, I have no idea about that one. Show approval, it's set back. Everyone playing. It. So that it set back would be TI, wouldn't it? Show disapproval. Put right tune on Queen record. On Queen, so just put it on the end of that. Is that R? EP repair there. Repair. Okay, pass around whiskey for one filling down. Still no idea what to do with that. I don't know if this is count. Important briefly. Count. I don't understand why count. You know, if you count then you're important, but what briefly would be? Not sure. Right, I need to write this down, don't I? Idly I cut off. Cut. I'm trying to write it out so I get the vowels. Acutely or something? Acutely, not acutely. I don't like that. Tumble's correct. Everything's right there. What's this? Less serious match. I said that'd be an ER word, wouldn't it? Less serious. And a match is a lighter. That might help me on the top one. That's 2T, isn't it? Tutty, which is everybody playing out. That looks like it's going to be count. That's going to be lucidity. Gosh, there's a word for the top of the crossword. That just trying to spell correctly. So I'm going to go with that being count, although I'm not entirely sure. Which means that is what is that? Oh, round whiskey. Pass round is to disseminate. What is that? Passed round whiskey for one filling down is I think it's a dis word. I something, E something. Disbelief, passed round whiskey. I mean, is that a double? Is that what is whiskey? Whiskey is gin. Is No, it's not whiskey. Whiskey, rye. For one feeling down. What's going on? Dispersed, distributed, or dis. Could be dis. Despairing. 2T is T-I, yep. Excuse me. Disvisible. Round whiskey. Past. You're thinning down. I've got no idea what to do with this clue really. One thing down is there's so many. I think that's probably a D on the end, but I don't know. Dispirited. They are dispirited. Yes, 9:57 breaks the 10-minute barrier. Brilliant. That's always nice. It's always nice to break the 10-minute barrier. Dispirited. Okay, right. Let's go through those clues. That wasn't too bad, apart from number one, across being lucidity, which is not a nice word to put in. But yeah. Okay. Well, lucidity is an anagram of idly I cut. Off is your anagram indicator, and the ability to think clearly is lucidity. To assist is to abet. Abet is a hidden word in Elizabeth, and to some extent is your hidden word indicator. Anytime you see some, start thinking hidden words. Horrible is gruesome. That's definition. To leave is to go, and me is in the clue. So we've got G-O, me, filled with regrets, which are ruse. I think you have to lift and separate regret and to make it ruse. Right, banned is taboo. Now normally you'd spell that, most people would spell that T-A-B-O-O, but in this case T-A-B-U is a valid spelling. University is a U, a club is a bat, making a comeback, so put you bat the other way around. Excuse me. To show disapproval is to tut. It setback is TI, becomes TI, and everyone playing, so 2T is the musical term for everyone should play. Uncouth is loutish. We've got L for learner, is in the clue, and H for hard, and then that's literally keeping out, so put out into L-ish. To put right is to repair. We've got a tune is an air going on the end of. Queen is R for regina, Latin, and EP is a record. Let's go on down to neglect. If you neglect to, you forget. To illegally copy is to forge, and a contract in the end is saying take the T of contract, the end letter. Idle act is an anagram of dialect. Mangled is your anagram indicator, and speech is a dialect. Unfashionable is out. A party is a do, and if you outdo someone, you cap them. Wickedness is evil. As it happens is live, and put live backwards becomes evil. Excuse me. A complaint is a complaint is a head cold. Senior teacher is head, as in the head teacher, headmaster, headmistress, as it was. Lacking in empathy, well, you might be a bit cold. So let's scroll on down and see these last couple. Sage is a herb. To dip, something dips down, it sags. And to go with the last of mezza, I guess that might be, which is the E letter, so that gives you sage. To lock up is to imprison. Mischievous child is nymph, and irons, anagram of irons going on the end of that, and wrong is your anagram indicator. So those are your acrosses today. On the down clues, well, if something's less serious, then it's lighter, and a match is a type of lighter, isn't it? Yeah, so like a cigarette lighter, so to speak, you do it with a match. This one I don't fully understand. Nobleman is a count. Is important briefly. I suppose that, well, because if you count, then you're important. So I guess that might be counts. I don't necessarily, I don't know you need that briefly on it. That's the way I interpret that clue. Right. If you pass around the whiskey, passed round whiskey. So whiskey is a spirit, and died is past. Okay, you passed on died. Going around whiskey is a spirit, and one who's feeling down is dispirited. Excuse me. An acrobat is a tumbler. scratching their bottom, so take the R off, because it's a down clue, the bottom letter of tumbler is an R. Take that off, gives you a tumble, which is an awkward fall. A reporter, yeah, so as I said it originally, reporters in this sense is a sound-like indicator that revealing is bearing, so I think bearing yourself would be B-A-R-E, or maybe there's no E in it, I'm not sure. Anyway, sound like that is bearing, what's your, your attitude is your bearing. Come into contact with is to touch, the tip of trident is a T, and that hurt is ouch. Not working is out, and this, what's going on here? Not working is out of order, and disorganised, unacceptable. Okay, so I think that's just a double definition, or even a triple, I'm not sure. Disorganised is out of order. Yeah, actually, so it's triple definition. So something's not working is not, like the lift isn't working, so it's out of order. If it's all jumbled up and disorganised, then it's out of order. And unacceptable, well, that's out of unacceptable. Your behaviour is unacceptable. It's out of order. So triple def. Wow. Quietly is a P. Putting down is laying. Orchestra performance is playing. Trampled is trodden. Rodent is an anagram of trodden. Running around is your anagram indicator, and we just need to put that around the bottom of bed, so around an extra D. Type of power is a stream. Harnessing river. Steam power. Harnessing R for river becomes stream, which is a current. I didn't really look at that closely at the time. I kind of just bunged it in. I was thinking streaming online would be some kind of power, but actually, yeah, it's a steam power with an R in it. Excuse me. Compulsion to remove uniform clothing. Compulsion is duress. Take the U out. U for uniform is NATO phonetic alphabet, so duress minus the U becomes dress, which is clothing. You get dressed, you are putting your clothes on. And implements are tools, which is, and we have an acrostic here for terms officials offered loan sharks, originally as your acrostic indicator. So there we go, 9:57. Very pleased to get a sub 10 there. Thanks for watching.